Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, and today I have the opportunity to put on a replacement handle for a Penn Squall reel. And I'm able to do that because the folks over at Gomexus, they sent me a new addition to their lineup. This is the replacement handle for a Penn Squall and a Penn Fathom reel. Now the Squalls have been out a while. This is actually shown as a replacement handle for the Squall 2 and Fathom 2 line. And well, this is a Penn Squall 30, and it's going to fit this reel as well. It also shows, if you're on the Gomexus site, it shows a Squall 2 level line, and this of course is without the level line. But this is a reel that I like an awful lot. It's a well-made reel. Spins free and easy. You can cast these things a very, very long way in the surf with the right pole. And it's kind of a jig master on steroids, if you will. They're very nice reel setups. The Squall 30 and then, of course, the Squall 2, you're going to see a different frame color. This is matted in the gold, and the other one is the black, but that's okay. Internally, they're very much similar in terms of reels. Well, Gomexus sent this handle over, and it's got all the quality that you would expect from a Gomexus reel. Let's talk about the handle for just a moment. The handle is an aluminum handle, and it's going to fit an awful lot of the Penn reels. We'll show you which ones in this Squall and Fathom line it's going to fit in a moment, but it's not a universal handle. It's not going to fit the earlier models. It's going to fit the ones with the square shafts with the 6mm sides. The Gomexus handle is always a nice gripped handle. It runs on the ball bearings, kind of spins forever. It's got the notches and the holes in it, which make it for easy cleaning. Well, why would you want to replace the handle on your Squall? Kind of looks okay, right? Well, a couple of things that I've noticed in my repair business over time is that this rubber handle tends to degrade. It is a rubber handle. This one is an aluminum handle. A couple of things happen with that. From rough usage, it starts to seem to peel away. Inside on the post, it tends to gather an awful lot of salt and salt corrosion. And over time, this handle on the back side of it tends to rip apart. So a lot of folks have said, well, gee, I need a replacement handle for my Squall. I'm just not happy with it. I got a little wobble in it. I got peeling rubber, whatever it is. And do you know where to get one? And usually the answer is go back to Penn and get the same handle again. And of course, that's hard because, well, they didn't like it to begin with, right? So Gomexus answered that call. This is not a leverage handle versus the other. It's identical. It matches the same geometric features to it with the bends, and it's no bigger or no smaller than the original. It's just, well, I'll call it better engineered. So let me show you how to take this apart, and then we'll show you what it's kind of like. So it's a relatively easy install. You're going to remove that set pin or screw, and then you're going to remove the handle screw. And when you do this, just make sure you keep them in a nice safe place. Now with this handle, Gomexus has provided another handle screw and another tie down, so I guess you could lose it and not worry too much, but that's not good practice, so make sure you know what you do. With the handle screw removed, take the handle off. If it doesn't come off by rocking it off, just kind of back it up a little bit. You're going to notice that there is a round set washer underneath it, and underneath that there's going to be a tension spring between the handle and the star adjuster. Don't lose that. All right, the first thing you want to do is make sure that the handle is set for your reel. Now there is a lineup on the website that shows you the reels that it fits, but again, this Squall 30 is not showing on there, and yet it will fit it. I'm using a caliper, micro in mm's, and this is saying it's 6 by 6. So that 6 by 6 post is going to be the same post that's on the Fathoms and the Squalls for the most part. Now there are bigger posts, so make sure you check. There's a 9mm by 9mm post. Those are largely on the lever drag reels. So if you have a Fathom or a Squall lever drag, be absolutely certain to check which ones you have. This will fit, I think, one or two of the Fathom 2 lever drags, but don't take that chance. Go out and measure it before you do that. Well, you have two settings on this one. You can do the near-in setting, which is what the original was set on, or you can do a leverage setting going to the outside. In either case, that's as simple as it is. You take the old handle off, just reset the new one. Now they've given us a black screw, and that's kind of nice because, well, it matches the handle a little bit more than that chrome screw. And when I put these screws in, I like to use my hands to tighten them up much as I can. I also like to make sure that the star adjuster is all the way down. And again, this is for a star adjuster reel, but check if you have the lever drag versions. You do want to make sure that it's going to fit before you order. And then we have the tie-down screw that's incorporated. Now, interestingly enough, this is opposite of what Penn gave us. Penn gave us a chrome screw and a black tie-down screw. This is the opposite. Well, there you go. This makes it very attractive. I mean, for the first part, this is on the original Squall, and you can tell I have the gold accents on all of that, and now I have the gold accents in the handle and a couple of accents along the handle frame as well. So an aluminum frame, a large ergonomic knob, same blank as the original Penns, but without that rubber knob that, well, it can get dirty, it can deteriorate. This one's going to last a lot longer. So if you're happy with your Penn handle, but you find out that it just doesn't look attractive anymore, it's broken, it's got a wobble to it, then the Gomexus handle here is going to be a good alternative for you. That's one I would recommend that you try. So I can't wait to try that. I'm going to line this one up. We're going to go into surf pretty soon. We're going to make sure that this one gets its workout in, and I'm looking forward to using it. That's got an awful lot of power and a very firm grip. That's what I like about it. And again, nicely engineered. You don't need to do much to maintain it, just a drop of oil on the base for that burring. I like the idea that we have the open pores here for the handle. Just when you're done with the reel, do what you normally should do after every trip. Rinse the reel off with fresh water. Make sure that it is nice and clean. Mat it down with a paper towel if you like. Some folks like to spray it with a WD-40 or something afterwards to get rid of all of that salt and corrosion that may be left over in a film. But regardless, the aluminum handle is going to hold a long time. The finish is nice. The knob is going to spin for a long time to come. And again, if you have a Fathom or if you have a Squall, certainly if you have the Squall 2 and Fathom 2, that's the replacement handle you may want to consider if your original one is breaking down. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope that you found this informational, and I thank the folks over at Gomexus for sending me that. Again, I can't wait to put line on this reel and give it a try. So to sum this up, if you're looking and you're in a replacement market, there you go, the Gomexus handle. And this one is an attractive black and gold handle, easy to install, and ready to keep you fishing with your Squall or Fathom. Hope you've enjoyed that. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Have a great day.